Today, I'm going to be talking about strengthening India's global defense footprint, diplomacy, export, and strategic partnership. India's defense sector has undergone a significant transformation, emerging as a key player in the global defense market. With a growing emphasis on indigenization and export, India has taken major strides, evidenced by milestones like Tata's contract to supply wheeled armored platform or WAP to Morocco, which includes setting up a production facility there. This marks India's evolving capacity to design and manufacture world class defense equipment, solidifying the presence and its presence on international stage. Historically, India relied on foreign suppliers for its defense needs, but geopolitical tensions such as the Sino Indian War of 1962 catalyzed efforts towards self reliance. The establishment of the Defense Research and Development Organizations or DRDO in 1958 and the launch of the Make in India initiative in 2014 have driven this transformation. Today, India is a reliable defense supplier to numerous countries, including the Philippines, Armenia, Vietnam, and Mauritius, exporting key systems like the BrahMos missile and Pinaka rocket launcher. This shift underscores India's growing defense capabilities, which are increasingly trusted by international clients. To further enhance exports and partnerships, India is focusing on strategic alliances, soft power, and financial solutions like lines of credit. Participation in global defense expos, technology transfer, and military diplomacy are also critical strategies. These efforts, coupled with the rise of India's maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO sector, are positioning the country as a global defense hub. As India's defense sector expands, it presents vast opportunities for economic growth and geopolitical influence, reinforcing the nation's role as a dependable partner in global security. Now, let us look at India's defense sector transformation. India's recent achievements in defense exports are remarkable. A significant milestone was reached when the Tata secured a contract to supply wheeled armored platforms known as WAP to Morocco. This deal, which involves the establishment of a production facility in Morocco, represents a pivotal moment in India's growing global defense presence. It not only enhances technological transfer but also bolsters manufacturing capabilities, thereby underscoring India's ability to design and produce world class military systems. Now, let us look at the historical context, that is, from self reliance to export prowess. The roots of India's defense industry date back to the early years following independence in 1947. At that time, India primarily relied on foreign suppliers for its defense needs. However, geopolitical tensions such as the Sino Indian War of 1962 and the subsequent Indo Pakistan wars catalyzed the nation to develop its indigenous defense capabilities. The Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO was established in 1958, marking the beginning of a focused effort towards self reliance in defense. The Make in India initiative, launched in 2014, marked a significant turning point. It aimed to encourage domestic manufacturing and innovation, leading to an increase in private sector participation. The establishment of the Defense Acquisition Procedure or DAP in 2020 further streamlined procurement processes, emphasizing the need for indigenization. Now, what is the current landscape of Indian defense exports? Today, India has established itself as a reliable supplier of defense equipment to various nations across the globe. Countries such as Philippines, Armenia, Vietnam, Mauritius, Seychelles, Nepal, Ecuador, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Oman, Uganda, and Mozambique have all received Indian defense products. For instance, the Philippines have imported BrahMos missile. The BrahMos has established itself as a formidable weapon system capable of being launched from various platforms including land, sea, and air. Similarly, Armenia has acquired the Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher and the Swati radar system, which enhance its artillery capabilities and situational awareness. Additionally, advanced offshore patrol vessels and the advanced light helicopter ALH Dhruv have found their way to nations like Mauritius, Seychelles, Nepal, and Ecuador. These acquisitions not only strengthen the military capabilities of these countries but also reinforce India's position as a dependable defense partner. India is currently engaged in negotiations to export advanced defense equipment to a wide range of countries, including Vietnam, Indonesia, Argentina, Malaysia, Egypt, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Uzbekistan, Bhutan, and Qatar. Among the key products in discussion are the Tejas light combat aircraft and missile systems like Akash. This significant uptick in defense exports signifies a shift in global perceptions about India's defense capabilities. Countries considering importing defense equipment are increasingly looking at the fact that Indian armed forces are already utilizing these systems, enhancing their trust in the quality and the effectiveness of Indian defense products. So how can we can look at capitalizing on India's defense potential? So here are several defense diplomacy strategies which I can offer that can be employed to extend India's defense exports. First is building a strategic partnerships. Establishing strategic partnerships and alliances is crucial. This can be accomplished through government to government defense deals, defense agreements, and memorandums of understanding. Engaging with emerging markets in Africa, Southeast Asia, Latin America, and Central Asia is essential, as these regions are increasingly seeking defense solutions tailored to their unique geopolitical challenges. For example, India's engagement with African nations has grown significantly. The African Union and regional bodies are actively seeking partnerships to enhance their defense capabilities. By participating in defense dialogues and forums, India can position itself as a strategic partner in Africa's security landscape. Now, how can we leverage our soft power? India's soft power is a vital asset that can influence foreign nations' perceptions. This includes India's contribution to international training teams, peacekeeping missions under the United Nations, and the reputation of Indian training institutions which are recognized for their quality. The National Defence College in India, for example, has attracted numerous foreign officers who return to their countries in influential positions, effectively acting as ambassadors for Indian defence capabilities. The success of Indian UN peacekeeping missions has further bolstered India's image as a peace loving nation committed to global stability. These missions demonstrate India's capability and willingness to contribute to international security, thereby enhancing its credibility as a defense partner. We have to look at understanding geopolitical realities. Indian companies must adapt their defense solutions to the geopolitical realities faced by potential clients. By customizing offerings that align with the strategic need of other nations, India can enhance its attractiveness as a defense supplier. For instance, considering the specific defense challenges faced by countries in Southeast Asia, India can tailor its naval capabilities to address maritime security concerns in the South China Sea. Another aspect is engaging with decision makers. Direct access to senior decision makers in foreign nations is crucial. Building relationships at the highest levels can facilitate smoother negotiations and quicker approvals for defense deals. It is imperative that diplomats make the case for Indian defense solutions to their key figures, demonstrating how Indian equipment meets their defense needs. Another aspect which can help is financial solutions and export financing. Financing plays a significant role in defense exports. Providing potential customers with export finance options can be a compelling incentive. I have served abroad in a training team and I witnessed how the government to government contracts facilitated equipment imports from Europe, often backed by lines of credit. By offering similar financial solutions, India can make its defense products more accessible to countries with budgetary constraints. For instance, the line of credit extended by India to African nations for defense procurement have shown promise. These financial instruments not only ease the procurement process but also deepen India's ties with the recipient nations. Another thing we can look at is participating in defense expos and forums. Participating in defense expos and international forums is vital for visibility. High level representation at these events can create opportunities for direct engagement with potential clients, allowing Indian companies to showcase their capabilities and establish networks. Such platforms are instrumental in building trust and credibility. The biennial Def Expo India and Aero India, for example, serve as platforms for showcasing India's defense capabilities. They attract global defense leaders and provide a forum for discussion on defense cooperation, technological transfer, and joint ventures. Another thing we can see is enhancing the military interactions. Military diplomacy can further strengthen defense ties. Joint training exercises and exchanges can enhance interoperability between Indian forces and those of other countries. Such initiatives foster goodwill and create a conducive environment for future defense cooperation. For example, the joint military exercise between India and the United States, such as the Yudhabhyas series, have not only improved tactical cooperation but also strengthened strategic ties, opening avenues for defense collaborations in various domains. Another issue is facilitating technology transfer and joint ventures. Facilitating technology transfer and encouraging joint ventures can yield long term benefits. By collaborating with foreign companies, India can not only enhance its own capabilities but also establish a foothold in other markets. The collaboration between Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and various international firms, such as partnership with Boeing for the maritime recce aircraft, showcase the potential for successful technology transfers that can bolster India's defense capabilities. Bharat Forge Limited specializes in precision components and forgings for aerospace, producing critical machine components that are used in high performance applications. The company has established partnerships with global aerospace giants such as Airbus, Boeing, Rolls-Royce, and other major aerospace firms. It plays a vital role in supplying key aircraft components, including landing gears and turbine parts, ensuring reliability and efficiency in their operations. Similarly, Tata Advanced Systems (TASL) focuses on manufacturing of airframes, avionics, and unmanned aerial vehicles, contributing to global aerospace innovation. With partnerships with Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and other leading original equipment manufacturers, TASL is a critical supplier for essential aircraft parts such as fuselage sections, wings, and other important components required by global aircraft manufacturers. Now let's look at humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. India's defense sector can also play a significant role in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief efforts. Equipment such as helicopters, patrol vessels, and aircraft can be pivotal in responding to crises, demonstrating India's commitment to aiding friendly nations during emergencies can bolster its reputation as a reliable partner. So I've talked about India's possibility of exporting MRO, let's say Indian MRO Videsh. Indian maintenance, repair, and overhaul sector is poised for global prominence, driven by its skilled workforce and strategic importance. Opportunities abound in aviation, defense, maritime, and industrial sectors, with companies like AIESL, HAL, and L&T leading the charge. However, challenges such as indigenization and regulatory hurdles must be addressed. Strategic focus areas include adopting advanced technologies, improving education and training, streamlining regulations, and developing infrastructure. By leveraging these strengths, India can become a global MRO hub, boosting an economic growth and enhancing the geopolitical influence. This may also be an area of focus. To sum up, I would say that the potential for expanding India's defense exports is not only vast but also ripe for exploration. Driven by strategic initiatives and a commitment to self reliance, as we navigate this transformative landscape, leveraging historical lessons and existing relationships, we can pave the way for future successes. India's emphasis on indigenization, evidenced by the evolving defense sector and successful collaborations, positions it as a credible and attractive partner in the global stage. The path forward requires a concerted effort from all stakeholders, government officials, industry leaders, and diplomats alike. By forging strategic partnerships, engaging with decision makers, and adapting to the unique geopolitical challenges faced by potential clients, India can enhance its defense export capabilities. Moreover, utilizing financial instruments, participating in international forums, and offering robust offset agreements will bolster India's appeal as a defense supplier. Further, India's soft power, rooted in its commitment to peacekeeping and humanitarian efforts, enhances its reputation as a reliable partner. As India continues to make strides in defense, manufacturing, and innovation, the nation must remain agile, responsive, and proactive in its diplomatic engagements. By investing in research and development, promoting technology transfer, and fostering military collaborations, India can solidify its position as a key player in the global defense market. The collective efforts in this domain will not only contribute to economic growth but also reinforce geopolitical stability in an increasingly multipolar world. As we look ahead, let us seize this opportunity to transform India's defense industry into a powerhouse that not only meets domestic needs but also emerges as a trusted partner for nations worldwide, fostering security, cooperation, and mutual prosperity. That's all for now. We look forward to bringing more such episodes to you. Jai Hind.